are on our way to Charlottesville. This is a scenic overlook. It's not as impressive as the last one. I didn't take pictures there because it was up a lot higher. But you can see mountains as far out as you can see. This is what's behind me. That's Route 64 right there. If you stay on it, you'll go all the way to Williamsburg, but we're not going that far. And there's Dave. Well, we are in Charlottesville. Dave's in a coin shop, and I'm sitting here playing games on my phone and drinking some tea. I brought knitting along with me to do. I actually brought my green sweater. I'm working on the sleeves. I thought I brought everything with me I would need, but I did not. I brought the right size needles, but the wrong length of needles because I want to do both sleeves one at a time, or together. But I need to start them on smaller ones, on smaller circular needles. So I have the right needle size, but I needed some of the little like 9-inch needles, and I didn't bring them, either that or double pointed needles, to get the cuffs started before I transferred them to the bigger circular needles. So I messed up, so I've brought yarn along with me and not been able to do anything with it, which is frustrating. So I'm playing games on my telephone. We are at our last antique place. This is Gateway Antiques in Ruckersburg, something like that. It's a little place. So here we go, last stop of the day. There we go. Well, Dave was a good boy. He bought nothing. I spent a whole $5.27 for tax.
Big spender.
I know. I'm his cheap date. But, yeah, Yoko will be proud of me because I bought a Delft tile with a windmill on it. So, yeah, I've been wanting some Delft china for a while. So now I officially have a Delft hand-painted tile. So it's already... Delft. I'm Delft, yeah. So I will... No, I'm daft, but anyway, I'm not going to show it because it's already wrapped up and they packaged it pretty well. So, yeah, that will be, you'll have to watch Saturday to see that. So now we are headed to find something to eat and we are on our way home. And I got to show you the view from Walmart behind, on the other side of the camera. Not too many places do you get to see this. There's the Walmart. There's dumpsters. Yeah, that's not the site I was talking about. But you got...
You don't know that.
You got the Blue Ridge Mountains right behind Walmart. You can shop and get a view at the same time. Not of the dumpsters. So we ended up driving all the way to Gettysburg before we found a place to eat dinner. Dave's having Cobb salad with some chicken in it, minus the avocado. And I went really weird because I got the macaroni and cheese and mozzarella sticks. Yeah. Anyway, it's vacation. What can I say? So now for a little recap of what I bought at the different indoor flea markets that we went to. I was Dave's cheap date, like I've said earlier. Everything I bought was roughly $30 total. That was about it. We have first the Yorktown gravy boat. I paid $4 for this. It is part of it is part of this series. This is Yorktown. Now you can see the pattern isn't exactly the same, but some of the early Yorktown patterns weren't. So, and the Yorktown Fallscraft, the company's actually just in York, Pennsylvania, which is where this particular pattern, they make lots of patterns, but this particular pattern is called Yorktown, based on York, Pennsylvania, which is just up the road from me. So that was my first purchase, and then, oh, I take it back. My second purchase, which was still in the same store, this is Corelware, and I have this pattern. They don't sell it anymore. I bought a bunch of the set of dinner plates. No, I bought this size years ago, bought this size, and like the luncheon plates, which are like 8 inches, 8 or 9 inches, something like that. I bought a bunch of those at a closeout sale when they were getting rid of this pattern, and the store itself in Lancaster, Pennsylvania was going out of business. It was a Corel outlet. So they were going out of business, so I bought this size plate and the luncheon plate, and then over the years, since then, it's been like 2 years or so, I've gone on eBay or I've gone to other flea markets and found the particular pattern, like I said, isn't made anymore, and I've bought that to piece out the rest of the set. So this particular pattern is the same as my Blue Danube pattern, which I'll show you in a minute, but they don't make it anymore, but I've always liked it. They made this pattern it was called Old Town, and they also had another one, it was called Blue something or other. Anyway, it was 2 different patterns, but they're very similar. One is the reverse of this, like the pattern here is done in white with a blue band, and I do have some of that too. But this particular type is called Old Town. So there's 4 plates here, and I paid, it was $13.99, it was 20% off, so it was roughly around $10.50, somewhere around there. By the time they put the tax and everything in, it was between $10.50 and $11 something that I paid for 4 plates, which is pretty good. And we use this size a lot because it's the perfect size for sandwiches or desserts and stuff. So we have that. And then the next thing I bought were my charms. Let me go get them. I didn't bring them in. So I bought some charms for my charm bracelet, and the first one, hopefully it'll show up, there we go, is a little spinning wheel. And the second one, they didn't have anything for crochet, but they just had the knitting. So I get it to show. There you can see, it's a little skein of yarn, little ball of yarn with 2 knitting needles sticking out of it. And these were silver, they were sterling silver, and they were $6 a piece. So I'm gonna attach those to my charm bracelet. And then I bought, it's funny, this is not called the Blue Danube pattern. This is called, it just says Bavaria, Germany. It's Vienna Woods, I believe. But it is the same pattern that I have in the Blue Danube pattern, and the cups are identical even down to this kind of like V, and they form a little, if I can get it to focus, yeah, they form a little leaf pattern right here. My Blue Danube pattern looks identical to this, and I have place settings for 8 in the Blue Danube. Now, the story with the Blue Danube is Dave and I went on our honeymoon. Well, we've been married 42 years, and let me grab these. On our honeymoon, we bought this vase, and there you can see where it says Blue Danube. And then I have 2 of these candlesticks. And then I found out years later that there's actually a dinnerware service that matches this set. So I had some good china I got from Kmart for $20, like right before we got married. And I had plenty of it, but I was just ready for a change. So I sold that and I started collecting about a year ago the Blue Danube dinnerware that goes to the stuff we got on our honeymoon. So this plate, as you can see, even though it's a different company, it matches it perfectly. It is part of this, it all matches. And my Corelware is also that same, it's called the Blue Onion pattern is what it is. This type of style with this. You see it in a lot of different companies put their own variation. My mother-in-law gave me a pattern called, I think it's called Rising Phoenix or something like that. It was from Williamsburg pottery and it's very, very similar. I have some that's called Blue Angel and it is the same basic pattern, but it's a different brand. So it's very popular. But anyway, I bought 2 cups and saucers because 4 of the cups and saucers that I bought off of eBay, it disclosed there was chips in it, but somehow when I bid on it, I missed that there was some chips in the cups. So I bought 2 of these that they had. They only had the 2. If they'd had more, I would have gotten more. But they were $3 for each cup and saucer. So I spent a total of $6 and got 2 cups and saucers to replace the ones that had chips in them. So I bought that. And then lastly, Yoka, you will be proud of me because look what I got. This is, it says, can't read it. It looks almost like Gebby. It's somebody's name. Hand painted, made in Holland. There you can see it. And it is a Delft tile in the blue and white with a windmill on it. And I've always liked Delft tiles and Delftware in general. In fact, I wish I had these. I think my former sister-in-law got them at some point, but my grandfather used to travel on Pan Am a lot. He worked for World Bank. And on the airlines, when he would travel with the Holland or Danish airlines, they would give out these little teeny ceramic houses that were blue and white Delftware. And the chimneys had tiny little corks. And the chimney would pop, the cork would come out of the chimney and it had cordials, like liqueur in it. And he had a couple of them. And they were in some of their things when we sorted through some stuff, and I think my ex-sister-in-law ended up with them. I don't know, I haven't seen them since, so I think she got them, but now I have my own Delftware. So yeah, so that is what I got while I was on the trip. So thank you so much for coming along with Dave and I over the last couple of days. I hope you've enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun, and it was nice just to get away for a little bit. So yeah, I will see you again next Saturday. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.